Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video.
Ooh, we're breaking out the 35mm, baby. I mean, business now. Obviously a very different setup from how I normally start my videos. This is not gonna be a baking video, despite what this was. Do I need to bring this down? I think I might have a little too much room above my head. Hang on. So, I'm just in my kitchen today because I think my kitchen's cute and I like my little open shelves behind me. Today we're gonna be drawing. I have not drawn anything in probably about a month and a half. It has been a hot minute and I need to draw. I've made my October sticker for Patreon, which is great. I still need to make my October postcard. And also I'm so rusty and I know that drawing also, sorry, I've been packing orders like a fiend for the last couple weeks. And so my TMJ is acting up, and so sometimes when I talk, like my ears pop and I can hear my voice echoing in my own head. It's very annoying. It's been so long since I've drawn anything, and I know that when I sit down, oh, big stretch, Pepper. Now you get out of bed. She's been snoozing away all morning, and then I turn on my camera. Huh, baby? She's noodling on the floor. So I know that when I draw today, when I get into my sketchbook, it's gonna feel really bad, and part of me wants to not share that, and the other part of me really wants to, because shit happens. It's also sad because I feel like I stopped doing the artist's way. And it's so funny, it's like, I stopped doing the artist's way, and then I very shortly thereafter started playing Baldur's Gate 3. And so the decline of like my daily routine management has just like fallen off the deep end. But I've started doing morning pages again, and I can find that already helping. I digress. Before my shop update, I feel like somewhat shortly before I had gotten into a pretty good art practice where I felt like really consistent and I felt like I was really happy with the stuff that I was making. And so now, having been away from my supplies for like a month, I just know that it's gonna feel really like weird. I have been taking pottery classes, which has been so fun and extremely rewarding. So I've still had like some kind of artistic outlet, but I just haven't drawn anything. And I miss drawing. So we're gonna do that today. We're also actually gonna go to, speaking of pottery, we're actually gonna go to the art supply store because I wanna get some, my pottery teacher was telling me about, there are these like underglaze pencils that you can buy for like doing really cute illos and stuff on pottery. So I wanna get my hands on those because I'm gonna be going into the studio tomorrow, I think, to try and underglaze, first to trim. Shit, I hope it's not too dry because it was already leather hard. Maybe I should have put a handle on it sooner. Hopefully the mug that I was working on won't be too dry that I can't put a handle on it. And if it is, say la vie, I'll just reclaim it or something. Today we are packing orders and drawing. So I wanted to get out to the art supply store, take y'all along with me. We're gonna go into Artisan Craftsman Supply and take y'all along with me. It is raining cats and dogs today. We'll be venturing out in this to get some fun art supplies and also just poke around because being in art supply stores just always feels good. Huh, Pepper? Yeah, come here. Come here. Oh, big stupid. I know. Gotta say hi to the people since you're such a little ham. I love you. Oh, thank you. You're a very special baby. Yes, you are. And then little Miss Sophie, I think, is sleeping in one of her hidey holes. She was so cute the other day in bed. Yesterday, she made it so hard to get out of bed. She was just sleeping next to me on a pillow. What do you think, Pepper? Do you like the rain, honey? Huh? Oh, thank you. I love you, baby. Yeah, so I'm going to finish my tea and then we will be going to Artisan Craftsman Supply, which I'm very excited about. Huh, Pep? There's so much to look at in the world, huh, baby? Oh, thank you. Head empty, no thoughts. do not know if you can see around me, but it's really coming down now. So they did not have the underglaze pencils that I wanted here. Wow, it's really coming down. But the cashier said to check out Seattle Pottery Supply, but it's a bit of a drive. It's in Soto. I'm in U District right now, and I don't know if I want to make that drive today. I mean, I want to because I want to buy these pencils, but I do have more pressing things at hand. So I am going to run by the Pottery Studio because it's on the way home, and then I am going to go home. But we're going to draw, and I actually got some paints and things, but we're going to do a haul later when I'm not fighting against the rain. Look at this. I love it. I'm so happy. It's so... autumn is upon us, isn't it?
While I get all my clay stuff and say hello to one of my classmates who happened to show up at the same time as me, I want to take this moment to thank the sponsor for this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an incredible online learning platform filled with thousands of creative classes on everything from crochet and design and illustration to business management and life admin skills. Most classes tend to hit around an hour and are broken down into very clear, trackable segments, so they're very easy to squeeze in anywhere you've got some time that you want to fill with learning and expanding your mind. There's also class projects, so you can put your newfound skills to immediate use and see what your fellow classmates have been making as well. I have been watching Carrie Cakes a lot recently. I really love her videos, and her vlogs make me want to vlog more. She uploads so consistently, and I find her videos simultaneously very professional while also being very personable. And I was delighted to find that she actually has a vlog class on Skillshare. It's basically like an intro to vlogging class. I play kind of fast and loose when it comes to vlogging, which sometimes does work in my favor, but it can also bite me in the butt because it often means that I am left with mountains of footage and no idea what to do with it all, or no clear plan on how to turn it into something cohesive. So I'm really enjoying her class because I feel like it breaks down the, in my opinion, very amorphous concept of vlogging and makes it very approachable and manageable and kind of, it just makes it make more sense to me. If there is a creative or life skill that you've been wanting to hone, but you've not been able to find quite the right class or teacher, check out Skillshare. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will get access to one of Skillshare's best offers, 30 days free and 40% off your first year of Skillshare membership, which is incredible. So be sure to click that link so that you may venture forth into their massive library and explore your creativity. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. As I fuss around with this handle, I use way too much clay trying to attach this handle, but it's my first handle, so I'm going to give myself some grace. I wanted to talk about how healing pottery has been for me. I'm approaching the end of my 6-week course, and before I started my 6-week course, I took a one-off class, and in that one-off class, it was me and a family of 7. So I had kind of intruded on their family art outing, I guess. And they all seemed to have a real knack for pottery in a way that was very frustrating for me because I thought that I would be good at pottery. I thought that I'd get the hang of it right away. I thought like it seemed so intuitive. Pottery is not intuitive. People who are good at it make it look so much easier than it is. It took me 4 weeks, I think, to figure out how to center clay properly. But during that little one-off class, I got so embarrassed and I felt my face like get hot with like shame and embarrassment because I wanted to be good at this. I was like, why am I not good at this? And it's so embarrassing to be bad at something. And I was like, It's embarrassing to be bad at something that I have never done before. Whatever. Because I have this like very tightly held, very toxic belief that what is the point in doing something if you are not good at it? How can you enjoy doing something if you are not good at it? How can you have fun while also being bad at something? Oh, bless you, Sophie. It's a very toxic trait. I recognize this, but it is also like a very deeply cemented personal belief of mine that I am trying to break through. And pottery has really been helping me do that very actively and frankly very quickly, because I did that one-off class. I made a bunch of bad stuff. Not a bunch. I tried to throw like 2 things. Also, I'm showing you my little handle now. As you can see, I used way too much clay to attach it. Also, the mug was definitely too dry. But I like my little signature that I put on it. Cute. Sophie is here now. And I have been having a lot of fun being bad. I've had fun just like throwing stuff on the wheel, seeing what happens if I end up trying to pull up the walls of something and it gets too tall or too wobbly or off center. I just squash it down and make a little arch with the clay and just throw something else. It's so tactile in a way that like no other of my art mediums are. And it's just been so fun to be mediocre at something. And I've been taking such joy in that. And I'm trying to like siphon that energy and just like spread it out across all of my other creative endeavors. 'Cause this is very new for me. I know that it's a very important, valuable lesson that will serve me well. And also this bowl, the bottom was definitely still too wet because my tools kept getting caught on it. So I ended up basically just carving the footwell by hand, which is definitely not what you're supposed to do. Also, this bowl is so bottom heavy, but apparently it's very normal when you first make pottery to make bottom heavy stuff. It's a cute snack bowl though. I still like it. I'm excited I underglazed it, so we'll see what I put on it. Yeah, pottery's been really fun, and I'm excited to see what else I make. And what a joy it is to like see yourself get better at something. It's so cool. So I did a white underglaze on that. This is actually another piece that I glazed. This is a mug that my instructor Hayden made. And I broke the handle off, so the handle pieces are actually in here. But I underglazed that. And then I have my little mug that I finished that's gonna be drying out over on my shelf. Good day. All right, so like I said, we got a haul. Let me pull all this stuff out first. Huh, Pepper? My love. Okay, so I don't know what of this we're actually gonna play with this afternoon, because I think I do want to sketchbook around a bit. Or maybe I'll paint on one of these, I don't know. Okay, so for starters, I got 2 wood panels. I have seen so many of my peers painting on wood panels, so I wanted to paint on wood panels. So I got a 6x8 and an 11x14. Part of me, like, so I have this pepperoni. I have this thing, if I haven't drawn stuff for a long time, I feel like that my first thing back has to be like spectacular or super impressive or something. It doesn't. It could just be whatever I want it to be. So I'm thinking about potentially, I do want to sketchbook for a bit, but then I'm thinking maybe on this big one, I just draw a bunch of cute little things. Like whatever I want. Mugs, strawberries, flowers, anything. And I think that that could be very fun and rewarding, or maybe fun little like potion magic-y things, just because I've had such like Baldur's Gate Dungeons and Dragons brain rot. So maybe we'll play with those this afternoon. Pepperoni. I got some high gloss acrylic varnish because I have that air dry clay that I got like 3 vlogs ago that I want to use to make paint palettes. And it's like, well, now that I have an actual pottery studio I can go to, I can also make hi baby. I can make paint palettes there, because then I can actually get it like fired with like a proper waterproof glaze or something. But this will be a good little intermediate thing. I do also have some polyurethane, which I think will also work, but I got some of this Also, honestly, maybe to varnish my fun little paintings that I do. Hi, baby. Hi, light of my life. Speaking of pottery, so Artists and Craftsmen did not have pretty much barely any pottery stuff, but I did get a nice little like cleanup tool, and I also got a wire cutter because I feel like wire cutters break often. So I do have my own set of stuff, but this will just be a good addition to that. I have my own set of stuff that one of my friends who recently moved away gifted to me because they had done like a bunch of pottery classes while they were pregnant, and it's like a they're like, maybe this will be a way for me to, maybe this will be a good hobby for me. And then after many weeks, they were like, this really isn't clicking for me. And so they just kind of threw in the towel, but they still had their supplies. And so I got them. Now they have a very happy home. And then, so I got those two things. And then I did get a little red sign pen just because my little thank you notes that I've been writing for my orders, I like writing them in red. So I just got another red marker. And then I got some paint. I got some greenish yellow acrylic paint because I've been having a real chartreuse moment. So I just got some super bright paint. And then I got some gouache colors that either I knew I was running low on or colors that I was like, I don't think I have this. And so I think this could fill in a fun gap. So I got ice green, which is like this really, at least on the bottle, it looks like a really beautiful vibrant teal. I got leaf green, again, which is kind of like a chartreusey green. I got vermilion, because I love vermilion. And then I got cosmos pink, which is a much cooler pink than I usually work with. I got cobalt green, which is this cool, fun kind of like, yeah, again, like a bluish blue green. And then I got smalt blue, which is like my favorite blue. Part of me wishes I had gotten like a cobalt blue or the ultramarine blue, but that's all right. I can fill in those gaps later. So that's my little haul. My tummy hurts, so I'm gonna eat, and then I'm probably going to draw. Obviously, I can't set up on my dining table, so I'll be setting up on my tiny little coffee table, or my desk. Probably my desk. That might be easier, but I'm gonna set up at my desk, and we will draw. And we will draw together for a little bit. But first, you girls gotta eat, so I'm gonna do that. Great.
I'll never forget Principal
You need to
Edgeworth.
move.
The school bears his name.
Pepper.
Some quick. Be putting them up over the school. These are just basically going to be recording clairaudience and clairvoyance information. So just sound on at the school, so that this kind of stuff doesn't happen again.
Hey.
Riz, you really turned on him.
You see that?
Pick a side.
There's a drow kid in the very back who's like.
voiceover, Cheyenne. How's it hanging? I do also want to say that there is a Sophie cat on my desk, so if you hear purring or strange little sounds, that is why. I wanted to tune in and say, hello, my love. I wanted to tune in and say something that I have discovered that I actually really enjoy recently, and something that I have found is a surprisingly lovely way to like ease back into... Yes, Pepper. Oh, now both my babies are here. Something that I have found is a great way for me to like ease back into drawing is doing little OOTD drawings, because one, I think that it's like a very fun, easy way to maybe start getting into more of a character designy brain, and two, my fits have been really great lately, so it's fun to document them, and three, it's always fun to figure out how I want to render myself, like how I want to draw myself in my own style, because I feel like it's forever changing, and I also feel like it's a really good measure of kind of where my style is at right now. So doing OOTDs has been really fun, and also all I want to draw is silly little guys. All I want to do. I love that little wizard friend that I drew. Okay, now Pepper is scratching. The cats are really getting into it today. Okay, the cats are all right. So like I was saying, all I want to do is draw silly little guys. I just want to draw silly little weird friend-shaped dudes. Like that little wizard guy I love. This little fella is gonna have a little baseball hat on their head, and I find that whenever I allow myself to give in to the silly, which is like, it's like whenever I get too bogged down, I guess, in my serious artist brain or whatever, where I get very hypercritical of my work, or I just get very much sort of locked into the thing of being like, everything I draw has to be the greatest thing ever. Anytime I can tap into the silly, I find that I have a much better time, and I also tend to actually like the things that I make. It's just a way for me to remove the pressure from myself. I feel like I talked about this in my pottery section too. I am very, very hypercritical of myself, of my work, of many things. I recognize that it is not a healthy way of thinking, and I'm always in pursuit of trying to figure out how to, just how to hack my brain to find the joy. I feel like with pottery, because it's a brand new medium to me, it's easier for me to find joy in the mediocrity, whereas with art stuff, it's like I'm so aware of my shortcomings and the things I need to work on that it's harder for me to find the joy, because it's like I'm very good at some stuff and very bad at other things. So it's hard for me to find the medium, because it's like, why would I want to spend time doing things I'm bad at when I could just keep doing things I'm good at? You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Speaking of this, I'm trying to do a little rendition of one of my Baldur's Gate 3 characters. This is Delilah. She is a wild magic sorcerer with an urchin background that I crafted specifically for Karlach. And I really love her. And then obviously she's very beautiful in game, but I think that she has a distinctly more kind of like feral energy that I would love to figure out how to get across in drawings. Honestly, so I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3. I've also been playing more and more Dungeons & Dragons, and I have found that Dungeons & Dragons is like such an incredible avenue for my creative energy, because it marries my actor brain and my artist brain in such a beautiful way, because I get to role play and get to really fully embody these characters. And then also my mind theater is just ablaze with ideas and visuals and images, and it's a matter of figuring out how I can take those and actually render them, because I want to walk the line of, this is forever my struggle, I want to walk the line of the silly and the whimsical while also the hot and mysterious, and it's a very difficult line to walk. It's very tricky. But I have become I'm really falling in love with the characters that I'm making, and I want to draw them. Like I have, as far as like my real play tabletop goes, my two characters that I have right now are Chad Wickerton, who is a cleric, about to be a cleric warlock, and he is like a little rich private school boy. I love him so much. He's a glass cannon. He is a -1 to Constitution, and he is very important to me. And then my other character that is my newest one, his name is Francis, and he is a cowboy pigeon Aarakocra ranger, and he is a homing pigeon who doesn't remember where his home is. and he is just a little softy. I always play casters, and my first character that I made in Baldur's Gate 3 was a ranger. And I was like, I'm also going to make a tabletop ranger, because I think that could be fun, because I keep playing warlocks and casters and things. So I was like, I want something different. And, yeah. And so I want to just like siphon the lessons that I'm learning in pottery and be like, you can take joy in the bad in all forms of your art. So that way I can actually draw the things that I want to draw. I feel like I talk about this all the time, but it's just because it's always on my mind. And I feel like it's just part of like the nature of wanting to be a better artist. And it's hard though, because whenever I go such long stretches without drawing, it's hard for me to want to then conquer the things that I am bad at, because it's like, well, the drawing feels so rusty right now anyway. And so if I draw right now, hang on, Sophie was chewing on my wires. It's one of her favorite things to do, huh? Yeah. But if I go for a long time without drawing, then when I get back into it, I obviously want to draw my comfort things. But then I'm too focused on drawing my comfort things to get out of my comfort zone and work on the things I need to work on. And so it's a matter of trying to develop like an art practice, which is hard for me as a neurodivergent person. But I think I saw this in a comment on one of Megan's videos, but I'm trying to become more keen on the idea of mediocre consistency. Mediocre is a big word in this video. But mediocre consistency, where you just try and do stuff with any sense of regularity, and you don't really put limitations or restrictions on that. For instance, one of my things is that I try and get outside every day. And if that means literally walking outside of my door and then turning back around, or if that means going on a 40-minute walk, bottom line is that I have to get outside. And as long as I do that, I'm happy, and I have met my daily mandated outside time quota. And I feel like I've gotten quite good at bringing that thought into my life, and now it's just a matter of figuring out how to bring it into my art.
See, doesn't it feel like you're heading into Dracula's quarters and you're about to fight him? Looks like we're in Transylvania.
And a red. A recusant finger. And a letter from Volcano Manor. It's been so long since I've had mail.
it all, that sounds so dramatic. I just want to say goodbye and say thank you so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. It's been so long since I have drawn like this in a video, and it felt so good to honestly to like edit this and watch this back, because every time I draw anything that I like, I'm like, oh, I still got it. I still got it. We're fine. I've been watching my old videos lately just because that's something that I do sometimes, and I feel like I used to draw so much more, or at least I used to show you guys so much more drawing. So we're maybe gonna try and start doing that again. I don't know. We'll see. I'm always hesitant to make any promises re content because I'm a fickle mistress when it comes to my own content makings. I digress. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. I enjoyed making it. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring. And I also want to say a very special shout out and a very special thank you to my patrons who are the bee's knees. I love y'all so much. Because my patrons, I've been able to take aforementioned pottery classes, which have been just like so incredible in so many ways that I didn't expect. So thank you so much, patrons. Y'all are rad as hell, and you know it. And again, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that autumn is treating you nicely. I am sending you all my love, many, many good thoughts, and I will see you somewhere on the World Wide Web. I will catch you on the flip side, okay? We'll talk soon. Bye. Do you have anything to say, Sophie? No, she's not nearly as talkative as her sister. But regardless, I will say goodbye on her behalf. We'll talk later. Bye!